Hello, gang, and welcome to Thursday night at the Steward's Cup in Lexington. The track is fast, the turf course is firm, and I am pre-recording this broadcast. It is 3:15 Eastern Time at the time of recording, and it's going to be weird. I haven't done one of these in several years where I've pre-recorded, and I'm going to be talking to a room full of nothing. So that's weird. But maybe it's better. Maybe I'll stay on track and I won't get distracted trying to read what everybody else is saying. I am at Woodbine in Toronto, Canada. I am sitting in a hotel room overlooking the far turn, and the track is beautiful. No racing today, but racing the next 2 days. And I had a lovely, enjoyable morning on the backside looking at many, many horses that are good. And since then, I have had an exceptionally unenjoyable afternoon trying to upload all my footage for work. So I'm really hoping that this broadcast does not suffer from the same experience technologically as the rest of my work has today. So we're going to jump right to the first race, which is the Stewards Cup Filly Turf Dash, a field of 15, going 5.5 furlongs for $1 million. On the fence for Nikki Everdeen is Nakatomi Surge for this daughter of Magnum Force, who is 1 for 2 lifetime. I mean, it's kind of weird to see it's Nakatomi Surge, but this one isn't by the actual real-life stallion Nakatomi, who maybe one day we could add to the game. Number 2, I love this name, Scatter and Shatter for Regina Moore, daughter of Winning Moves, who I do believe I bred to yesterday on the airplane. 5 for 7 lifetime, has won 3 in a row. One of the top choices in this race. Number 3, The Wind It Is for Jack Ryder, a thoroughbred. It costs $1.6 million. 4 for 7 lifetime, has won 3 of his last 5, including all listed stakes. Number 4, Chica for Yulene Sarah, daughter of Nigerian Prince, is just 1 for 7. That victory was with an 88 on debut. Since then has been hitting the board in every start. Number 5, Solar Flare Z for the Fleas and Hambletonian outfit by Sir Black Z. 5 for 7 lifetime with a second. Coming off of a win in the White Flag Finish Stakes. Actually has won 4 in a row. Secret Rain Dancer is the 6 for John Smith, a daughter of Gord's Secret, who's unbeaten in 5 starts, has won a Grade 1 race that was in Japan by almost 3 lengths. Number 7, Face Me for Yulene by Dirk Pitt, 4 for 7, coming off of 2 straight victories, the last one in Cyprus. Zari is the 8 for Durzo Blint. That's my, in case you guys can hear that, that's my elbow on the desk. Of course, now I can't make it happen, but I promise it is. Clear the Air, the sire here. This one's won 4 in a row. All 4 of her starts have come consecutively, all 4 of her wins, I should say, coming off a victory in Canada. Number 9, Begging for Biscuits. Okay, so Xanderzone named a horse after my dogs. This is a daughter of Tap That App, 3 for 7 lifetime, coming off a win in Texas. Number 10, Rixia for Danny Derby. The daughter of Matawan is 2 for 6, was second in the Silver Slipper last out. I don't see the horse that won that race in here. That is hidden inside out, so I'm guessing that horse is probably in the boy race. Number 11, Whispers in Time for the MK Stables by Not This Time. 4 for 7 lifetime, has won 3 in a row. All 3 are stakes. Number 12, Peace Sign for Carolyn Eaton by Dirk Pitt. Never been worse than second, coming off of a Grade 1 victory. Shannon Hunt, a homebred, the 13, Astrapi by At the Summit, 4 for 7, has won 3 in a row. It occurs to me that I could just call the races and get on with it because I feel like no one cares who each of these horses are, but we're just going to do it this way instead. Number 14, Fisher Bridge for Aidan O'Brien by Dr. Strangelove, 3 for 5, was 7th behind Secret Rain Dancer last out. And then number 15, rounding out the field, Starting Over for Laura Smith by Starlust, has only been beaten once and is coming off a win in the Favorite Trick Stakes. That is your field for the Filly Turf Dash. So since we're not betting, let's get to it. Oh, this doesn't show. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the results page? They're off in the Filly Turf Dash. Whispers in Time broke a step slow. Secret Rain Dancer, Flashing Speed, Zari, and Scatter and Shatter, then Peace Sign. Face Me in a Stroppy Nakatomi Surge on the Fence. Rixia is wide. Chica. Then comes the Wind It Is. Starting Over. Fisher Bridge. Whispers in Time. Solar Flare Z. Begging for Biscuits at the back as they round the far turn, led by Secret Rain Dancer, who's opened up 2, now 3 on Zari in second. Scatter and Shatter still in third. Face Me is moving up between horses. The Wind It Is. Peace Sign. Nakatomi Surge. A Stroppy drops back. Starting Over is coming on, then Chica, and they're into the stretch, and they've got to catch Secret Rain Dancer. She's still too clear. The Wind It Is closing well, trying to pass horses. Face Me, Zari, Scatter and Shatter is done. But Secret Rain Dancer never even tested in here to win it by 2. The Wind It Is second. Face Me was third. Zari, Scatter and Shatter, and Nakatomi Surge. The official winner is Secret Rain Dancer, a 2-year-old chestnut filly by Gord Secret, out of A Storm's Coming by Riffstorm, a homebred for John Smith, who is now 6 for 6 lifetime. Next up, we have, I just closed the window because it's not the same setup as usual, the Turf Dash. We have a field of 11. I'll just go through them quickly, like why spread out this torture here. So, Andrew James with a horse on the rail, that's Palladia Moores. Vangelis Marinis has Turf Speed, the 2. Gandalf the Great is the 3 for Kent Saunders. John Diart has, oh my gosh, my cell phone charger just fell off the desk twice. Has number 4, Have We Met. That Alpine is the 5 for Aiden O'Brien. Then comes Joey DePaulo's number 7, Hidden Inside Out. That's that Australian horse I was talking about. Number 6, 8, because numbers are hard. Church Dance for Chris Barber. Kelly Haggerty bred this one, 4 for 7. Then comes a Steward bred for Rafa Usaz. That's the 9, Yajgan. MK Stables has the 10, Ardman. And then Poke Buffalo pops up for the first time tonight with Stamford Ridge. That is your field for the Turf Dash. Okay, finding this, it's just a different system than normal. It's a little bit annoying. They're off in the Turf Dash. Have We Met stumbles badly at the start. That Alpine goes out to the lead. Gandalf the Great and Turf Speed. Palladia Moores, then Stamford Ridge is wide. Yajgan between horses takes back Ardman and Johannes. Then Have We Met, Hidden Inside Out, and Church Dances at the back of the field. Is That Alpine leading 2 over Gandalf the Great. Turf Speed and Palladia Moores, Stamford Ridge and Yajgan, Ardman and Have We Met, then Johannes. They're rounding that turn. That Alpine is still the leader. Gandalf the Great chasing and closing in. Yajgan moving up from the back of the pack, and Have We Met, then Johannes is there too, and Turf Speed Hidden Inside Out. It's still That Alpine, but now Gandalf the Great takes over the lead. Yajgan comes to him, and those two are kicking away, ding-donging to the wire. It's going to be a photo finish between Gandalf the Great, Yajgan, and then a length back to That Alpine and Have We Met. Oh, yeah, there's the 6. Remember how I got confused about the 8? Apparently I skipped the 6, Johannes. I don't remember talking about him. Maybe I did, but I don't think so. The results of the photo are in, and it's Gandalf the Great by a nose. A 2-year-old roan colt by Dr. Strangelove out of My Songbook by Mahler. A homebred for Kent Saunders, who is now 5 for 7. Let's check if this thing's still recording. It says it's still recording. So that's good. Yerk. Next up is the Juvenile Filly Sprint, 5.5 furlongs on the dirt. We have a field of 12. Xander Zone with Wifey for Lifey on the fence. Yulene Sarah has Shotgun to My Heart. Randall Johnson with the 3, Dancing Queen. Oh yeah, the singing's going to happen if that animal wins. Craig McGee with the 4, Sumatra. Carbon Tax, the 5 for Carl Smythe. John Smith with Tenderoni, the 6, Thought Crime for Mike Bryant. Mercury for Gavin Guile. Era's Farewell for Chris Barber. Seems very appropriate for the moment. Mike Bryant also has the 10, Dojan. DeVille for Yulene Sarah, who also has the 12. She's a 10, but that name's so awesome. I love it. They're off in the Juvenile Fillies Sprint. Sumatra stumbled at the start. Carbon Tax was on step slow. The rest away pretty well. Mercury quickly flashing speed. Era's Farewell and Dancing Queen Thought Crime. Then comes Dojin on the outside. DeVille. And then Shotgun to My Heart down on the fence, and she's a 10. But Tenderoni, Carbon Tax, Wifey for Lifey is tucked in on the fence, and Sumatra is at the back of the field. Mercury takes him along, has opened up a length, now 2. On Era's Farewell chasing in second. Dancing Queen is third, then Thought Crime. Dojin still hanging in 5th. Tenderoni is moving up between horses, and Tenderoni's coming on. DeVille, Shotgun to My Heart, she's a 10, but they're sweeping down the stretch, and it's Mercury, and she's even further in front now. Mercury is now 3 lengths clear of Era's Farewell. Tenderoni trying to go past Dancing Queen, Thought Crime. They are all chasing Mercury. Era's Farewell second, Tenderoni third, Dancing Queen, and Thought Crime. The official winner is Mercury, a 2-year-old black filly by Jupiter out of Super Violet by If Looks Good. This is a homebred for Gavin Guile, who is now 6 for 7 lifetime. Now we have the boys version. This is the Juvenile Sprint. We have a field of 12. Chris Barber has the 1 Stage Dive. Number 2, Eclipse Rider for Carl Smythe. It was bred by Xander Zone. Then comes Steven Spielberg for Cesar Reyes. Mike Bryant has the 4, the Mexican-American. Psycho Force for Autumn Black Mill. Sherry Crow has the 6, Jimmy's Jungle Cruise. Gaucho for John Exet is the 7. Chris Barber also has the 8, Metal Bridge. The Best of Walks for Eileen Sarah. Then comes Jeffed Up. Wow, for Jared Radley. Arcane Magic from Mary Lucas is the 11, and rounding out the field on the outside, Sister Delta for Chris Barber. So Chris has 3 in here. Yep, the 1, the 8, and the 12. They're off in the Juvenile Sprint. The Best of Walks stumbled badly at the start, not the best of breaks. Jimmy's Jungle Cruise quickly kicking away from the field, and Jimmy's Jungle Cruise opens up on Arcane Magic on the outside. Stage Dive is chasing down along the fence. Eclipse Rider alongside, and Psycho Force between horses. Metal Bridge. The Mexican-American tucks in. Steven Spielberg on the inside. The Best of Walks is wide. Jeffed Up widest of all, Gaucho. Then comes Sister Delta at the back of the field as they go sweeping around the turn, led by Jimmy's Jungle Cruise, who is now a length clear of Arcane Magic in second. Psycho Force has moved up to be third from 5th. Eclipse Rider, Stage Dive drops back. Metal Bridge, Steven Spielberg, Jeffed Up, and Gaucho. They're running down the stretch, and it's Jimmy's Jungle Cruise. Arcane Magic closing in well, though. Psycho Force getting involved in Metal Bridge. It's Jimmy's Jungle Cruise trying to hold off Arcane Magic. Jimmy's Jungle Cruise, Arcane Magic sweeps by. Jimmy's Jungle Cruise second, Psycho Force third, Metal Bridge, and Eclipse Rider. The official winner is Arcane Magic, a 2-year-old chestnut colt by Zibanejad, out of Bindi by Dark Prophecy, a homebred from Mary Lucas. Is this the year Mary won the Oaks, or was that last year? Year 70. Mary has won the Oaks and a Stewards Cup race this year. Sounds epic. I don't think I finished what I was going to say about that horse, probably like record or something, but too late. I've already X'd off of it. Next up, we have the Juvenile Fillies Turf. We're going 2 turns for the first time tonight. And we have a field of 16. Oh, thank goodness. I'm not actually going through all these horses now. Jonathan Fisher with the 1 released the Kraken. I love that with my whole heart. Riley Bender has the 2 Kamania. Nope, that's not what it is. It's Kamena. Antophilia for Nicole Marie is the 3 Glorious Morning for Diane Townsend. That's what I had this morning. Tamara Estes with the 5 Dandy in Silver. Blue Hour Alien for Nicole Marie. Love that. Arlie Eclipse for Velastraza. Steve Hanley has the 8 Night Delivery. Black Bugatti, the second of the Riley Bender runners. Mark Pavlak has Toodaloo. Bubbles of Joy for Jack Ryder. David Howard has Selkie Rhythm. Eleanor in Amsterdam for the MK Stables. Muse with Lions for Nicole Marie. Riley Bender's third and final horse is Nashvillian. And Durzo Blint has Charlie on the outside. Only one horse is unbeaten in here, and that is that Nashvillian. The rest are like 2 for 4, 3 for 4, 2 for 3. Let's see if it translates. They're off in the juvenile fillies turf. Bubbles of Joy, one step slow. So too was Aunt Ophelia. Kamena goes out to the lead. Nashvillian on the outside. Bubbles of Joy now rushed up in between them. Black Bugatti tucks in into fourth. Arlie Eclipse and Dandy and Silver. Eleanor in Amsterdam. Blue Hour Alien. Selkie Rhythm and Charlie. Toodaloo released the Kraken. Glorious Morning, Night Delivery, Muse with Lions. And at the back, that's Aunt Ophelia. Bubbles of Joy leading Kamania. Then comes Black Bugatti, who has 3 lengths to make up to get to the leaders. Nashvillian alongside. Arlie Eclipse and Eleanor in Amsterdam. Dandy and Silver, Blue Hour Alien, Selkie Rhythm and Charlie, Release the Kraken, Toodaloo, Glorious Morning, Night Delivery. Then comes Muse with Lions, and Aunt Ophelia's 5 lengths off that one would have to make up 12 to win it. Rounding the far turn, it's Bubbles of Joy, who's leading by a length still, and now Nashvillian has passed Black Bugatti to take over second. Black Bugatti still in third, Kamania drops back. Arlie Eclipse and Dandy and Silver, Selkie Rhythm and Night Delivery, Charlie and Release the Kraken. Then comes Toodaloo as they sweep down the stretch, and they've got to get past Bubbles of Joy. Nashvillian strikes first and starts to kick away. Black Bugatti pins to them, and then comes Arlie Eclipse. Kamania drops back. Night Delivery and Dandy and Silver. It is Black Bugatti and Nashvillian throwing it down. Black Bugatti with a head in front of Nashvillian. Then Bubbles and Joy back third. Black Bugatti wins it. Black Bugatti ahead over Nashvillian. It's not Villian, it's Nashvillian, but I know, I said it wrong the whole time. It's hard, okay? Bubbles of Joy was third, Arlie Eclipse, and Kamena, which I also said wrong the whole time. The official winner is Black Bugatti, a 2-year-old black filly by Night Watch out of Bay Bugatti by Oscar Performance, a homebred for Riley Bender. Wait, did Riley run 1-2 in this? Back up. Yes. Congratulations to Riley. That's kind of cool. Next up, we have the Juvenile Turf, which is also a field of 16. Messy Mitch on the fence for Xander Zone is the 1. Hypercharge for Hope Bentley is the 2. Sail Selkie and for David Howard. Then Toughest Nut for Regina Moore. Love that. Thumb Marilyn. Yeah, you know Andrew James has that one. War at Sea for Kent Saunders, who also has the 7 Iconic. English Spirit for Jonathan Fisher. Ash Terrison has Allocator. Kylix for Nestor Machno. Fleas and Hambletonian has Summer Nights Z. Monsters in My Head for Xander Zone. I also have Monsters in My Head, so I get that. Silverback, the 13 for Durzo Blint. Zop Prax for Jonathan Fisher. Tim Matthews pops up for the first time tonight with Paul's Boutique. Is that a real place? Because I would care about that. Rounding out the field, Nutcracker for Yulene Sarah. I feel like this is going way faster if I don't talk about all the horses and there's no one to feed off of, which is not the worst thing in the world. There's no one to bring me water, though. Lame. They're off in the Juvenile Turf, and Silverback is a bit slow to begin. Kylix goes out to the lead, and then Toughest Nut down towards the inside. Zoprax is wide. Monsters in My Head. Paul's Boutique takes back Nutcracker. And so the outside horses are showing a lot of speed here. Messy Mitch down on the fence. War at Sea, Silverback, and Hypercharge. Summer Night Z, Thumb Marilyn. Iconic, Sail Selkie, Allocator, and English Spirit is at the back of the field. They're all chasing Kylix, who's leading 3 lengths to Toughest Nut. Monsters in My Head is 5 lengths off the leader, Zoprax, and then Paul's Boutique. Nutcracker, War at Sea, and Messy Mitch, Hypercharged, Silverback, Summer Nights Z, Thom Merlin, then comes Iconic, Sail Selkie, English Spirit, and Allocator. Really strung out on the front end and tightly grouped towards the back as they round the far turn. It's Kylix, who's now 4 lengths in front of Toughest Nut. Monsters in My Head has moved up into second now. War at Sea is coming on from the back. Silverback, Hypercharged, Summer Night Z, and Nutcracker, then Iconic. And they're into the stretch, and they've all got to catch Kylix, who's well clear still. Monsters in My Head is second. War at Sea third. Hypercharged, Silverback, Summer Night Z, Kylix, no question. Kylix wins it for fun. Monsters in My Head second, War at Sea, and Hypercharge, then Silverback. The official winner is Kylix, a 2-year-old chestnut colt. The page won't load. I have no idea if the internet's dead. Nestor Machno is the owner breeder. There we go. Night Watch out of Ain't Broke, Don't Fix It by Dan and Shark. Now unbeaten in 5 starts. A very nice child. We move back to the dirt for the debutante. 1 mile on the main track for $1 million. We have a field of 14. This it is bananas. That's freaking amazing. For Shannon Hunt is on the fence. Miss Buscador for Carl Smythe. Xander Jones bred that one. Chris Barber has Sky Cody. Then Tranquil Lady, love that. I see you, T.O. Long. Andrew James with Dancer's Echo. I'm a Rebel for Yuleen Sarah, which is probably supposed to be I'm a Rebel. But that is not how you spell it in our language, so I'm going to go Rebel. Maybe that is what you meant. Fire in the Hall for Ma Springs. Fleason has Dune Racer Z. Soul Fight for Mike Springer, who also has the 10, Which Way to Whiskey. That's how I'm going to feel when I'm done with this day. Andrew James is number 11, The Wicked Dark. Wishing Upon Stars is the 12 for Royal Celestine, then Carl Smythe's Zenin. And I got a text on the outside for Xander Zone is unbeaten in 3 starts. So let's see. I got a text, Which Way to Whiskey. Yeah, those are the only unbeaten ones. It's harder and harder to find unbeaten 2-year-olds. Gotta find the race and call it, yeah. They're off in the debutante. From the outside, I got a text is flashing speed, and then Soul Fight is toward the middle of the pack. Sky Cody and the Wicked Dark, Tranquil Lady, and Dune Racer Z. Zenin is on the outside. Fire in the Hall tucks in. Dancer's Echo, this it is bananas on the fence. Miss Buscador, then I'm a Rebel. Which Way to Whiskey and Wishing Upon Stars is at the back of the field. Just like the last race, I got a text. Is opened up 2 lengths clear of Soul Fight in second, then Sky Cody. The Wicked Dark and Tranquil Lady, Fire in the Hall, Dune Racer Z, and Zenin. Dancer's Echo and This It Is Bananas, Miss Buscador, I'm a Rebel. Which Way to Whiskey and Wishing on Stars is at the back. They've got less than a half mile to run, and they've all got to catch. I got a text. Who's 3 lengths clear? Tranquil Lady gonna be the one to make a bid. Passes Soul Fight up in the second. Then comes Sky Cody, the Wicked Dark, Zenin, and Dancer's Echo. Zenin's the one making a move as I got a text. Scoots clear in the lane. Tranquil Lady chasing in second. Zenin is up third. Then Dancer's Echo and Soul Fight, who drops back, but I got a text. Long gone to win the debutante. I got a text by 2. Tranquil Lady, Zenin, Dancer's Echo, and Soul Fight. I got a text, and she won so good. This is a homebred for Xander Zone by Cody's Wish out of Living My Daydream by Zarly. Also unbeaten in 4 starts. Wait, Living My Daydream won a Stewards Cup 3 years ago. Is this her first? Nope, stop it. Yes. She also has a yearling filly by My Son. Aww. So the futurity is next. Wait, did we do the futurity? No, I'm just not able to read. We have a field of only 14, so 2 people were slacking. On the fence for Carl Smythe is Extraordinary. From the Fog for Laurel Adams is the 2. Lord of Columbia, the 3 for Eileen Sarah. Carl Smythe has the 4. Troika Affair. Zephyr Run, the 5 for Fleas and Hambletonian. Carl Smythe's Xander's Pride. You'll never guess who bred that one. Kelly Haggerty's Contriving is unbeaten in 4 starts. So too was From the Fog for Laurel Adams. Xander has the 8 Bichette. Fire Burning Cold. You might think that that's Mike Springer, but it's a lie. That's Brian Levitt. Malazan Mischief for Chris Barber. Cesar Reyes has Sin Limite. By Curious George. Thanks for that, Mike Springer. I know you've been sitting on that one for a while. This guy was a winner in his only start. Lord of Mischief, the 13, and Old Man of Store for Andrew James is on the outside. And that's your field for the futurity. Let's switch over to the race. All right, they're going a mile. They're off. Extraordinary was 1 step slow, but is hustled hard by the jockey to take the lead. Fire Burning Cold and Sin Limite. Malazan Mischief Contriving is in between horses. From the Fog and Lord of Mischief, who's 7th. Zephyr Run Z is 8th. By Curious George, Lord of Columbia, and Old Man of Store. Then comes Bichette, Troika Affair, and Xander's Pride is at the back of the field after stumbling at the start. Extraordinary is your leader over Fire Burning Cold. Those 2 kicking away from Malazan Mischief. Their length clear. Contriving up into 4th now. San Limite has dropped back. Lord of Mischief From the Fog. 2 back to Zephyr Run Z. By Curious George. A length to Lord of Columbia. A length to Old Man of Store. A length to Bichette. 3 to Troika Affair with Xander's Pride alongside. Half the race left to go, and it is Contriving. Contriving has swooped up to take the lead from Extraordinary, and now Contriving actually opening up. Contriving quickly 2 in front of Extraordinary. Fire Burning Cold drops back to be 3rd. Lord of Mischief and Malazan Mischief are still together. Then Lord of Columbia, Zephyr Run Z, Old Man of Store, Sin Limite, By Curious George, and they're running down the stretch, and Contriving is 4 lengths clear. Contriving is well clear in this race. Lord of Mischief chasing in 2nd. Lord of Columbia, Old Man of Store, Extraordinary, not even close. Contriving wins it by 4 over Lord of Mischief, Lord of Columbia, and Old Man of Store. The official winner is Contriving, a 2-year-old black colt by Independence Hall out of Pomeroy Avenue by Pismo Beach. A homebred for Kelly Haggerty. And I put up this headshot on the airplane yesterday. So headshot curse is foiled. Dang it, I keep going to the wrong page over and over. It's exhausting. Okay, we have 4 races left. Next up is the Bunbury. Nope, that's a lie. It's the Bunbarette. Just checking that it's still recording. Still looks good. Man, I hope this works. We have a field of 16. On the fence, Shannon Hunt's Summer in Paris. The 2 is Bonfire Glow Z. You know who owns that one. Childlike for Lily Wilkins. Cleopatra bred her. Betty Page for Kent Saunders. Kelly Haggerty trying to go 2 in a row with Puente Hills. Quantum Leap, epic name for Danny Derby. W.C. Lee has Granted Wish. Madrilyn for MK Stables. Eileen Sarah has So Long. See ya, honey. Love that. Andrew Chillen pops up here with the 10 faked up Garden Angel for Kent Saunders. Lily Wilkins also has Mockingbird. Fireheart, sorry, that's a lie. Fire Heat Z for Fleason. Andrew James has Voletta. Come on, Andrew, you couldn't make that a little more fantasy mythical for me. License to Grill for Tim Matthews, and on the outside is the Storebred Kiss Me Like You Mean It for Durzo Blind. Man, I could do these broadcasts in half the time if I never talked about your horses. But I assume you guys like that part? I don't know. Someone let me know. They're off in the Bunbarette. Mockingbird stumbled badly, so too did Voletta. Granted Wish broke well. Summer in Paris is on the fence. Betty Page in between them and Madrilen. Quantum Leap and Faked Up, then Puente Hills and Fire Heat Z. Those four are packed right together, a length back to Garden Angel and Kiss Me Like You Mean It, Who's Wide. So Long, See Ya Honey, then Mockingbird, License to Grill, Childlike Valletta, and Bonfire Glow Z is at the back as they round the clubhouse turn, and it's Granted Wish who's leading them. 7 furlongs left to go. Betty Page in second, Summer in Paris is in third. 2 back to Madrilen and Faked Up, Puente Hills, Fire Heat Z, Quantum Leap, Kiss Me Like You Mean It, then Garden Angel. 4 back to So Long, See Ya Honey, Mockingbird, Childlike, License to Grill, Valletta, Bonfire Glow Z. No change in order really yet as they round the far turn, and it's Granted Wish who's still leading over Betty Page. Summer in Paris is still right there, trading spots. Quantum Leap, though, moving up now from 8th to 4th. Garden Angel, Madrilen, So Long, See Ya Honey, Mockingbird, Faked Up, and Childlike. And now they're into the stretch, and they're chasing Granted Wish. Is this going to be another wire-to-wire winner? Quantum Leap is the danger coming on. So Long, See Ya Honey putting in a big bid, and then Mockingbird. It is Granted Wish, Quantum Leap, and So Long, See Ya Honey. They can't get close to Granted Wish, who wins it a length. Another wire-to-wire winner, Quantum Leap second, So Long, See Ya Honey, Mockingbird, Betty Page, and Garden Angel. These wire-to-wire winners are kind of boring, and it happens a lot in the 2-year-old races because they just get out in front and there's not a lot of like speed duels happening. You keep seeing these horses that are just too fast at this point. And then I feel like in the older horse races, you rarely have wire-to-wire, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see you tomorrow. The official winner, Granted Wish, a 2-year-old bay filly by Impacts out of Wish Upon a Freak by Oscar Performance. I do believe that is the second winner from one of those creative mares, so you guys might be the winners on those being too good, although 2 out of whatever. If it stays at 2, that's not bad. This is a homebred for W.C. Lee, and this is a first Stewards Cup alert. At the time of recording, I just clicked on W.C. Lee's profile and is online. So just know I'm creeping on you, and you are the winner. Congrats. Okay, next up is the Bunbury. That is a Gelding World Cup race that I clicked on. We have 3 races left, 1 mile and an eighth on the grass, a field of 16. Gwen Morse popping up for the first time tonight with Coltrane's Czar. Then comes Glitch Breach for Poke Buffalo. Tammy Fox has Provisionalist. Then Sugimoto for Cesar Reyes. Danny Derby's Blood and Iron. Ivor's Heartbreak for Lucas Davenport. I think that's his first runner. Jack Meyer with Thy Light. Kent Saunders with Moonshine Marv. The Last of Us, good TV show. Probably a good video game, but I don't play those, for Nina Olson. Mark Pavlak has Reggae Man, who is unbeaten in 2 starts and has a cool headshot. Alcazar Selkie for David Howard. David Faulkner has Rebel's Kingdom. 9 Ball for Sean Gallagher. Stina Vika has Romanticy. I love that one. Fleas and Hamiltonian's Jetstream Heat Z. And on the outside, Faulkner also has Reino Unido. So in this race, Gwen Morse's Coltrane Czar is unbeaten in 3. And then we have 3 in a row, 2 for 2. Moonshine Marv, The Last of Us, and Reggae Man are all 2 for 2. Everything else... Oh no, Alcazar Selkie is 3 for 3 as well. Some tough runners in here, y'all. I want to get up and check my cell phone really bad because I'm addicted. But I can't because there's no breaks on this recording. It looks like this is going to run time about 50 minutes instead of an hour. They're off in the juvenile Bunbury. Reino Unido stumbled at the start, but the rest were away pretty well. Rebel's Kingdom on the outside, flashing speed. Provisionalist is in second. Jetstream Heat Z is third. Then Reggae Man. Romanticy is wide. Ivor's Heartbreak. Coltrane Czar. Reino Unido after the bad start. Blood and Iron. The Last of Us. Glitch Breach. Sugimoto. Moonshine Marv. Alcazar Selkie. 9 Ball. Thy Light is at the back of the field. They've got 7 furlongs left to run as they head towards the backstretch, and it is Rebel's Kingdom who's opened up and is leading by 4. Rebel's Kingdom well away from Provisionalist, then comes Reggae Man in 3rd. Jetstream Heat Z, Romanticy is 5th. Ivor's Heartbreak, Blood and Iron, Coltrane Czar, Reino Unido, then The Last of Us, Glitch Breach, Sugimoto, Moonshine Marv, Alcazar Selkie, 9 Ball, and Thy Light is at the back of the field. They're rounding the far turn now in the Bunbury, and it is Rebel's Kingdom who's leading by just ahead as Provisionalist, I don't know why that one's so hard, Provisionalist comes alongside and now takes over the lead. And they've got 3 on Reggae Man who's moving up, Reino Unido and Ivor's Heartbreak, The Last of Us, Glitch Breach, Blood and Iron, Coltrane Czar, and then comes Jetstream Heat Z, Romanticy Not Today dropping back, and it is Provisionalist who is now running away from Rebel's Kingdom. Reino Unido, after the bad start, is coming on. The Last of Us Reggae Man trying his best. 4 back to Glitch Breach. But it is Provisionalist who will win at a length. Reino Unido is going to be 2nd. Rebel's Kingdom 3rd. Then The Last of Us, who was only beaten a length for the win. Reggae Man as well. That like random pause you heard was me scanning the chart to see where the heck Romanticy went. Because I like Romanticy, but not so much. The official winner is Provisionalist. I had no idea that was going to be so hard. Provisionalist is a 2-year-old black colt, a homebred for Tammy Fox, whose page also won't load at the moment, by Warbler, out of Taish. By Brilliance. Who the heck is Warbler? Warbler is a Durzo Blint stallion standing for 20K by Improvisational. He earned $500,000, and his damn Starlet was also a major runner, and her damn Forget About That was actually not good. But that's okay. The female family traces right back to Forgive, Foremost. The female family is strong in this one. Okay, well, someone remind me. I want to get to Warbler. I didn't even know about Warbler. I mean, maybe I did before, but Kern me did not. All right, 2 races left. Next up is the Juvenile Fillies, a full field of 16. And on the fence for Craig McGee is Dark is Her Banner. Routines in the Night is the 2 for Durzo Blint. I assume I'm getting this one back. I'm not clicking on it, but that's definitely something I would have named. Number 3, Hooves of Fire, Unbeaten for Norman Architecture. Will of the Many for Andrew James. If that's off the book, Andrew, I'm reading that next. Ashbringer for Vasily Elias is the 5. Preserve for Laurel Adams is the 6. I was just making sure it's Preserve and not Persevere, but that horse existed and won the Louisville Derby, so Preserve. Unai for Yuline Sarah is the 7. Riveting Rocket is the 8. Xander Zone also bred this one, but Carl Smythe owns it. Durzo Blint also has the 9. Leave the City. Again, that's got to be one of my names, so coming back to me, Unbeaten in 2. Nini is the 10 for Andrew Chillin. Kent Saunders has the 11. Incredible Dawn. Hell's Mace. Yuline with the 12. Rochelle Boss has a Ricochet. Not to be confused with Ricochets, which I think is an Izzy Rafferty horse from like 20 some years ago. Probably not that many. Eulalia. Yeah, sorry, it looks like Eulalia to me. For Shannon Hunt is the 14. Nini Panini here tonight with Heaven's Way and Unintentional on the outside. First time runner tonight for Ash Terrison. Now, I could be wrong. Ash might have had another horse. But that was like 30 minutes ago. You guys hear that? I obtained myself a water bottle. They're going a mile and a 16th for 2 million monies. They're off. Leave the City stumbled very badly at the start, so too did Incredible Dawn, but the rest away okay, and it's Nini from the 10-hole rushing up with Eulalia, Will of the Many, Hell's Mace, and Dark is Her Banner, Unai, Preserve, Incredible Dawn, and Heaven's Way, then Riveting Rocket, Ashbringer, Ricochet, Hooves of Fire, Leave the City, Unintentional is wide, and Routines in the Night is way back. The break was not as good as I was thinking, you all, because we did have stumbles from Will of the Many, Hell's Mace, and Routines in the Night, so rough beginning, and Nini is leading a length down the backstretch. Will of the Many has moved up to be second. Eulalia is now third. Hell's Mason, Dark as her banner, 2 lengths behind Unai. Then comes Incredible Dawn and Preserve right together. Riveting Rocket and Heaven's Way are running in that spot, 9th and 10th. Then 2 back to Ashbringer with Ricochet and Hooves of Fire right together leave the city. Their 4 across the track, Unintentional and Routines in the Night would have to make up about 14 to win this one as they round the far turn, and Will of the Many has taken over the lead from Nini, Eulalia, Hell's Mace, Incredible Dawn. Ricochet has gone from 12th to 6th. Leave the city on her heels. She's in 7th. Hooves of Fire, Dark as her banner, Heaven's Way, and the rest are well back, and they're into the stretch, and Will of the Many gets rushed on all sides. Nini takes back over the lead. Here's Ricochet coming on. Hooves of Fire leave the city. Incredible Dawn. It is Hooves of Fire and Ricochet who run past Nini. It is Ricochet clear of Hooves of Fire, and Ricochet from well back gets up to win the juvenile fillies over Hooves of Fire, Nini, Will of the Many leave the city, Incredible Dawn, Eulalia. Routines in the Night was 16th and never got out of 16th. Is this what it feels like to be a Simster? Because it's hurting my feelings. Why did you do that, you horsey horse? The official winner is Ricochet, a 2-year-old roan filly by... What? Why? Just load. It's not that hard. Just load the page. By Valley of Fire out of You're It by Alfa Romeo, a homebred for Rochelle Boss, who's now unbeaten in 3 tries. 1 race left, the juvenile, to discover who will be our early favorite for next year's Louisville Derby. My throat's really sore now. Thanks a lot, guys. Just kidding. On the fence for Fleason is Thunder Dash Z, who's unbeaten in 2 tries. John Oxette pops up here with Defiantly the 2. Steve Levitt with number 3, Baby Stewie, I assume because this is a Steward and Stewie. Okay. Number 4, On an Island for Kent Saunders. That's where I want to be. Credence, the 5 for Eileen Sarah. I do really like this colt. Anku Khan has the 6, Wind Empire. Kiss the Kitty Cat for Brian Levitt. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Into the Sun for Xander Zone. Then J.P. Duguid is here with the 9, Millstone. Uncrowned Prince. Xander popping up all over the place. Yosemite for Laura Ferguson is 3 for 3. Then Brenton Paul has X is Over, who's the 12. Then Link to the Past for Danny Derby is 2 for 2. And Camelot for Danny Derby is 2 for 2. Haha, that's terrible that you draw the 2 outside spots. That's just the worst. Like, what are the odds of that? Anytime I say, what are the odds of that, I just need Ronnie D to, like, pop up from nowhere and tell me the odds. Or Eric. I'm not picky. I'll take either of our stats, guys. All right. Should we get to the last race? It's going to be really depressing when you guys listen to this without me. Maybe you'll just talk smack the whole time. I'm not going to check the chat room, so. They're off in the Stewards Cup Juvenile. A perfect beginning. Yosemite flashing speed, and on his outside as X is Over. Defiantly down towards the inside. Credence in between. Wind Empire and Baby Stewie. Kiss the Kitty Cat. Link to the Past and On an Island. Thunder Dash Z. Camelot Into the Sun. And then comes Uncrowned Prince, and Millstone is at the back. Yosemite has opened up 3 lengths on X is Over. Credence and Defiantly, 2 back to Wind Empire and Kiss the Kitty Cat. Baby Stewie and Link to the Past, On an Island, Camelot and Into the Sun. Thunder Dash Z, Uncrowned Prince, and Millstone is at the back of the field as they're running down the backstretch with 4.5 left to go. And it's Yosemite who's opened up 3 lengths. Yosemite clear of Credence up into second. X is Over drops back. Defiantly is now moving up. Wind Empire, Camelot is coming on from 10th to be 5th. Kiss the Kitty Cat, Thunder Dash Z, and Baby Stewie, and they're coming down the stretch, and Yosemite is 2 lengths clear. Credence chasing, Camelot closing, Defiantly in between horses, Thunder Dash Z, but Yosemite is a worthy winner of the Juvenile. He's 2 lengths clear at the wire. Camelot got up for second over Credence third, Defiantly held for fourth, and then Thunder Dash Z. The official winner is Yosemite, a 2-year-old dark bay colt by Grand Canyon. Out of Alligator Alley by Delirium. A Laura Ferguson homebred. Look at this stallion line for this animal. Yosemite is by Grand Canyon, who won the Derby for Laura Ferguson. Who's by Arizona, who was a 2.2 million earner for Laura Ferguson. I really thought there'd be California in here, but it must be much farther back. But I feel like all these Laura Ferguson named place names are good. And then the dam side is a Steven Saratoga line. Yeah, he bred the dam. Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna hang up and then find out if this even recorded. And then find out if the hotel internet is actually even going to post this thing. And if I'm going to do math right so that it goes live at the right time. There are so many options here of how badly this could go. So, goodbye, farewell. I will see you Friday night. I will be putting up an actual schedule at some point. And, yeah, goodbye.